see nobody else, no one like me. What's up, y'all? What's up, M. Smizzle? Back to your normal username. Love you too, fitness. Aww. But bro, did you see Alex mogged me, bro? Talking about? I found a place in Wisconsin to do free diving. So, what's up, Parsa? Found a place in Wisconsin to do free diving. It's like a quarry, which is a little sketchy, but probably get fucking E. coli. But so I found a place. So when I feel like I'm ready, I'll have the time. When I go in, it'll be a while still. I want to get my static breath hold on land up to 5 minutes, and preferably up to like 5.5 in water. And then I'd probably do like a short 2-minute free dive or something. But it's going well. I'm really enjoying it. It's honestly so relaxing, which sounds weird. Like literally fighting every instinct your body has to preserve itself is relaxing, but it is for some reason. Not sure why, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to when it gets better. Went to the beach and didn't see Eric. Oh, do you live nearby him? Not sure exactly where in Florida he is. I can't remember what he told me. Or if the WWE thing is, I guess. I'm not exactly sure though. I haven't visited him. Might have to make a trip down there one of these days. Pensacola. I have a friend moving to Pensacola in like 2 weeks. He's not looking forward to it. His wife got like a teaching fellowship or some shit there, and he doesn't want to move there really. But so it'll be a. So, is it awesome? One of the girls I'm seeing is from Florida. Seemed to like it quite a bit. She's from Boca, I think. That's pretty cool. My grandparents, when they retired, they moved outside of Boca a little bit. Came in the town, but yeah, Florida's weird. It's a good mix. Is Jerry Ward natural? I have no idea. Alex Jim's mogging mine. No, fuck Alec. He's a little bitch. I do it regularly scheduled, so I figured I have to do it again. It's been pretty much every week at this time, so. Day 2 Wisconsin method, added 2 reps of my dumbbell incline from yesterday. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. It'll get your shit up pretty fast, that's for sure. People Snapchatting me, Jesus. Yeah, it worked really well when I was doing the dumbbell incline press. Open up 2 tabs, bro. Orc mode trading, great Wisconsin method. Why does everything have to be a mode now? That's new. I don't know why that's a thing suddenly. Got bear mode, which is very homoerotic. Got silverback. Got orc mode. What else we got? Fucking transcendent training or whatever Nether was fucking selling. What the fuck that was? Fucking Nether. Asking for money to respond to emails. I saw that. That's pretty funny. That's coffee shop mode, yeah. Traps are straight. Changed my mind. The obsession with traps with like teenagers is weird. Nether says he wants to collaborate with you. I would love to collaborate with him. And what we do? He could. How to learn guitar? I taught myself. I started taking piano lessons when I was 3. My whole family's super musical. So I taught myself when I was like 10. Pretty much play everything. Guitar was pretty easy to learn. That was one of the easier instruments to learn, honestly. Didn't know. I was always sweating in his videos. Must not have AC. But I can't fucking afford electricity for it. I feel bad for his kids. Having a fuck up dad like that. Oof, that sucks. They're fucking crazy school shooter types, probably. But that sucks. I feel bad for those kids. Feel bad for his wife. She's probably fucking crazy too, though, so. But whatever. Do you actually say you want to collaborate with me? That'd be fucking hilarious. You can come to my gym and we can see how much he actually squats, ass to grass. Not even ass to grass, just, below parallel. See how much he's gonna squat. Or deadlift, or bench, whatever. Any lift, overhead press. Any real lift with real barbells and real weights, not suitcases attached to shit. Where's Netta live? No idea. Bogey Eisen. I'm not sure where he is. Not sure if he's ever said. I don't know why people are so fucking secretive with that shit. Like, it's YouTube. Chill. I mean, give your address, but Orange, Jefferson, Blackpool. I know like an actual trap bar deadlift. Another collab. Nether is dead though, bro. It's what's his name now? Expanding Universe Creations. Does he want to be like a filmmaker or something? He said he's looking for people to collaborate making films with. I think the dislike train on your channel is about just over. It comes back again. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. Let them view my channel, give me money. If my address is in Colorado. Oh. It's fine. They're all a bunch of like DYLers and don't know anything, so literally have no idea about training. It's fine. They'll learn eventually. Once they realize a couple years from now they wasted their time doing Nether's program or naturally enhanced, they'll be pretty pissed. That's why a lot of them are so defending of it, because they've invested a lot of time, effort, and some money in these shitty programs and training manuals and stuff. And deep down they know it's not smart and it's not doing anything for them, but they've invested so much that they feel they need to defend it and make it seem worthwhile to them. That's why a lot of them around here have to nitpick every little thing I do and, make fucking channels about me and stuff. But Mind Wire is in front of you right now. What training advice would you give them going forward specifically? Learn how to squat properly. Learn how to high bar squat properly. First thing you should do. Oh, just overall, I can give more than one thing. Which program to recommend? Some variation of 5-3-1 often. For MindWire, I would tell him to stick to a few exercises. Definitely stick to 3 to 4 exercises right now. Make him get good at a few exercises. Deadlift for sure. High bar squat. Probably overhead press. Maybe a bent over row or something. Four exercises be a main focus. I tell everyone 3 to 4 accessories, rotate every 3 to 4 weeks. The 3 to 4 rule, I guess. I don't know. Get stronger. Just quit doing stupid fucking things. No partials. Full range of motion. So, how are you benching at the moment? I'm doing a full normal flat bench once a week. Doing the pin press once a week, and then I'm doing some light overhead press once a week. That's all right now. It's not my main focus still. I'm still doing some bodybuilding. I don't really have a main focus right now, I guess. I'm just kind of working on a few things. I'm squatting every day. I'm doing the bodybuilding stuff, and I'm working on bench. So it's not like I'm tailoring my training around it necessarily, but obviously I'm focusing slightly on it. But yeah. It's the biggest difference in your workouts now. Yeah, like I just said. So right now, it's more planned out. It's there's phases and stuff. Different days for stuff. Do remaining deadlifts hit the thoracic erectors as much as conventional deadlift? I'd say they're about the same. Back angle's the same. Depends. You're probably moving more in a conventional deadlift, so maybe that'll hit them more. But Alex, you're talking about health when he drinks every weekend and goes to the phase. Drinking alone, probably. I don't think he knows how to be social. Thoughts on guys that don't eat vegetables but eat ass? Good for them. Football's coming home. Do more cardio as fat or muscle first? I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Hopefully fat. Is overpress dangerous for someone who has scapular issues? It depends on your scapular issues, but probably not. Your scapula is free to move during overhead press, so. Wow. I have a French friend, I was joking with him that since France is in the final, that they're going to need America's help to win. How many calories do you eat per day? I've been eating between 4,500 and 5,000 recently. It's up to 54-year-old virgin sleeved biker. Tips on programming Hatfield squats. Hitting 3 to 5 reps. Make sure you're going really deep. You should probably have some extra depth to them compared to your normal squat. Shoulder pain with push-ups. You're probably not keeping your scapula retracted, and you're probably shrugging. A lot of people kind of come here, and a lot of people rotate their hands. Not just bad, just slightly extra rotate if anything. Elbows should stay relatively tucked. Should be super wide. Is Barty coming home? Is Trophy coming home this year? Fuck, I hope so. Heard from range of motion lately. I'm not. Dumbest fuck control I have. Will I ever conventional dead? Yeah, probably. Maybe after I'm done benching. Said high bar squats at Manwire. Do you think low bar squats are not appropriate for all? Probably done, not ripto squat. I don't think they're not appropriate. I think, for one, high bar squats are easier programming with deadlifts. They're better for mobility, easier on your joints. So long term, probably better for you. You can typically, for me at least, my experience, people high barring can handle a little more volume. Yeah. Like, low barring's fine. If all you do is low bar, that's fine, but you should be able to high bar. I know a lot of people who low bar who physically cannot high bar. Then there's something fucked up. Solar while. My diet consists of a lot of chicken patties, veggies. That's about it. Pizza from time to time. Calories right now between 4,500 and 5,000. Would I want to be a millionaire? Yeah, why the fuck not? Give me that money. Put myself rooting for England, but then I get myself to about Brexit. Yeah, England was fucking done with that shit. Where should the bar touch your chest on England incline push-ups? Just touch right below your chest. You're doing like a Smith machine, I'm assuming, or something on no barbell. It's the best way to teach push-ups people, not knee push-ups, to incline ones. Are you with high bar, but if you choose low bar? Yeah, I mean, if you're competing powerlifting, you're probably best off doing low bar, depending on levers a little bit, obviously, but you know, nothing wrong if you want to do low bar, but you should be physically able to high bar. Same with front squat. If you can't front squat, something's fucked up. Is it overkill to add some form exercise for new lifter? Keep it pretty minimal for new lifter, but I wouldn't say it's overkill. Ever try feet up bench? I don't think I have. What's up, RX man? I don't think I ever have done a feet up bench. What's the feet straight, the body straight one? It's got like a Scandinavian name. It's my squat routine at the moment. I'm just squatting up to a daily minimum every day. Top 3 explosive workouts. Larson press, there we go. jumping push-ups. Jumping push-ups are really good. So jumping split squats are pretty good. Box jumps. So your head should be noticeably higher than your chest on a push-up. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Find care with push-ups, for sure. The explosive ones. Those are a hell of a lot of fun. I was touching the ground before my chest. Yeah, you should be able to touch your chest all the way to the ground. So starting strength is basically a peaking program. Does that mean that the rapid strength gains are mainly achieved by neural adaptations from your already existing muscles and less hypertrophy? Yeah, for the most part, which is why beginners tend to stall really fast with it. Then that's the problem with it, because you don't have much to peak because you're new. So you're just peaking something that's not really there. I mean, it's there, but not much of it. So, yeah. Are flies useless? No, they're very useful. I pick up women in the gym. Don't. I never have, but typically don't. If you really want to start talking to a girl in the gym, try working with her and don't be a douche. Just compliment them, be like, hey, nice lift, and then if they want to talk to you, they will, and if they don't, leave them alone. That's why people stall so quickly, need more accessories and volume. Yep. You're tired of answering the same stuff over and over? No, I think it's pretty fun. Some of the questions are kind of weird, but how much do you charge for coaching that includes everything, training, routine, diet, etc.? It's on my Patreon if you want to look at it. It's just patreon.com/DairylandStrength. It's all in there. And if you want to, just message me on Instagram at runsonmilk. If you want to discuss it and stuff in depth. We put on a slingshot backwards to make a lockout harder. I almost have something like that. I have. It's called the Donnie Thompson bow tie, and it pulls your shoulders back. I tried for a while, just warming up. Let's see if it did anything. It didn't really do much. Why I stopped Wisconsin? I wanted to work on something else. Getting kind of sick of doing odd lifts because the odd lifting community has become corrupted and kind of sucks. Everything we were fighting against we've become that dogmatic, oh, stupid dogmatic powerlifters, they're so dumb for doing those things. What? No. Strength training is popular because people get kind of strong right now, but don't realize that they're limiting their long-term progress because of that experience. That's exactly it. Oh, I got up to a 365-pound squat. It's great. Okay, now where are you 4 years later? Still 365? Nice job. Live in Norway or USA if you could bring your friends and family with you. I mean, I lived in Norway for 7 years, and I gotta say, I prefer the U.S. I love Norway, but the U.S. is home, so. Novice, what's a good novice program? I usually recommend some variation of 5-3-1. Program recommends for novices for hypertrophy, primarily lifting heavy and then eating a lot. Do I train people on gear? I have trained 2 people personally who have been on gear. They were athletes, professional athletes. Not here, not in the US. And I've given program advice to a 3rd one who was a bodybuilder. High quality milk straight from the cow seat. Am I in Cope Destiny's Discord? I am not. What the fuck Discord is even? I'm too old. There's so much drama in the fitness community, every corner I turn, even women's fitness. It's mostly, I mean, the fans like to keep it alive, I guess. It wasn't socialism, fucking love it. Which is not communism. Socialism and communism are not the same thing. Fitness is boring. Very true. People like the drama part because lifting weights isn't inherently exciting. Did newer clients drink increasing amounts of milk if they fail to meet their daily caloric requirements, if they can tolerate it? No. Most people I don't recommend drinking a shit ton of milk to. Do you follow Team Strong, aka Mark Wood? I have no idea who that is. No, I do not. Who's that? What did he do? Cope's last video was brutal with his sister. That was pretty brutal. Pretty weird that his sister would willingly say she doesn't like her brother to a stranger. Gotta say. My squat's like, my squat's fucking beautiful. I have the nicest looking high bar squat you've ever seen. Don't answer you don't want to. What do you say about Christians or whites on Facebook? I didn't say shit about Christians. People are like, oh, you're anti-Christian. Like, one side of my family is Christian, not that we're religious or anything. And pretty much all my friends are, because the majority of this country is Christian, believe it or not. So, that dude made the worst fucking photoshops. The gaps were all fucking wrong. It's pretty funny. Saying I was like telling people Eric was on gear. Like, fuck would I tell a stranger that? Not that he is, but. I lack shoulder extension, so I can't close grip bench without my shoulders rounding forward at the bottom. I lack shoulder extension. So you're saying when you're coming down, you're not able to keep your scapula retracted. Everything's coming forward like that at the bottom. You gotta work on your upper back strength, then, man. That's that's what's causing it, and work on keeping your scapula together, learn some scapular control. I know no other online community that reliably produces drama as juicy as Vince can. True. So you should also be doing, back to the last guy, sorry. You should be doing shoulder dislocates, also known as pass-throughs, a bunch of band pull-aparts for sure. Stretching your lats is a good way to, pull down on yourself and stuff. Oh, Jay Ward, you're still around. Have I deleted any racist comments? I have a filter on racist comments. I haven't technically deleted them, but he did do a 335 dead stop bench. It's pretty cool. What's the point of doing the bottoms up bench? Why not unrack it and then lower it to the dead stop? Because you're still getting a stretch reflex. The stretch reflex, to some extent, lasts for quite a while. There's different opinions how long it lasts, but yeah, it's building explosiveness out of the bottom. Is probably jealous. I wouldn't be jealous of working from home, making money there. Working from the same home, the parents' home. There's somewhere else that Tiff might be assisting Alex with his lifting, considering he has worse numbers than her strength to weight ratio wise. And he should get advice from her. She's pretty strong. And 6'8" is manly territory. Yeah, I'm 6'2", 240 and small apparently. So Zach does sell crickets. The glute measurement's the most important of all measurements. Short street job, it sucks. If abs are small, end of story. Freaky D, you motherfucker. We can't all be as sexy as you. There's a conspiracy theory that I've actually cut in the last 2 weeks. I didn't have abs 2 weeks ago, but I have magically cut it all away in 2 weeks. I was fat 2 weeks ago, and I'm actually 210 pounds, I think some people were saying. It's a conspiracy. Wouldn't close grip bench and bottoms of bench be two optimal builds for bench? They're both very good for it, for sure. Interesting. Cope Destiny exposed his sister for using naturally enhanced, but for 5'1" girl, she has very impressive numbers. I don't think she does. I briefly looked at her Instagram. I think she just kind of does random shit for a little bit. Erica's natty, but it seems like she's kind of random shit, but it's geared towards like powerlifting. So, Eric lied about living alone. Yeah, I mean they both live with their parents. Because he's like only 22 and he started posting videos when he was like 16, and he has the same exact apartment. So can't be truthful about anything. Not he can be like 90% truthful, but there's always something. Eric collab again. Yeah, I mean, if I ever go down there, for sure. Problem, sure. That'd be awesome. Sister's cute. She's cute. Made profile private though, so just get his parents out into the streets. What if Alpha Destiny pulls a my sister can squat 300 something, therefore I'm a 400 something squatter non-negotiable. I'm just waiting for once his balding for like gets more noticeable. It started once it gets more noticeable and he starts shaving his head, and he's gonna start looking like Blaha. That's what I'm waiting for. Chip in and get Alex some points. I think he wears size 10 husky. How does it feel to get wrecked by a manlet? I wouldn't say wrecked. He did 1 and I did 5 sets. A 10-pound difference. I don't think 10 pounds is wrecked. If he did 405, I'd say he wrecked me, but 10 pounds for only 1 set, it's not exactly wrecked, I'd say. It's a good lift. I give him credit for his body weight. It's a really good bottoms up bench. My opinion on Blaha, I honestly don't have much. I think honestly I mostly only watch him when he mentions my name, always randomly, but he's honestly pretty funny when he makes fun of Alex. Give him that. But honestly, like most of us seen, he's right about shit. I mean, most of the information he just steals off Google, but at least it's right. We should cite sources, but you can make a compilation out of his lies. I used to watch him just on basic shit, and I can't help pointing out whatever he lies. I mean, I think he claimed a 365 bench like a year ago. So for Alex to row more than you, he cannot row more than me. And I've rowed in many variations more than 365, so I'm not sure where you're getting that from. Can you deadlift 135 from a deficit where elbows are level to feet? I don't think that makes no sense. In any case, if Alex is this combo kind of H22, I'm possibly more impressed. Can I pull it off myself? Yeah, I mean he's been conning people since he's pretty young, which is pretty good. Opinion on Tanacon? I don't know what the fuck that is. I didn't bring him up, dude. His back's bigger. Server says no. Below the knee opinion. Below the knee, useful at certain training times for certain people. So you can't cite the source because he's got videos taken down for that. What? Doesn't make sense even. Alex should live with his hot sister and you don't. How does that feel? Fuck, marry, kill. Alex, another Blaha. I'd fuck Alex. He's probably the best looking out of the 3. I'd marry Blaha. He seems to be the most stable, sadly. And then I'd kill Nether, I guess. Hypothetically. About 1 point claim to 5 on bench. Yeah, obviously that's bullshit. Him and Alex are basically becoming the same person, which is pretty funny. Think you have gained weight or lost weight? I've gained weight since I started the bodybuilding stuff. I put on, about 15, 20 pounds. 20? I don't know, 15 probably. This was months ago, I mean, but. And the over 6-inch deficit is physically impossible. Yeah, it makes no sense. Shut the fuck up, X. Envies how Alpha Destiny took everything from and became more successful saying it. Hey, he stole his novice program, which is kind of funny. I just saying. This is Billy Daniel Comier. What happened to his pickup advice? He got old enough to realize that's the dumbest shit in the world, I guess, probably. Baja claims Alex will eventually compete in powerlifting. You agree? He has to squat then. I think his squat's probably atrocious, judging by his little chicken legs. I don't think he will. Strength lifting? Oh god. It's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Alan Thrall just like, I can't bench, so I'm gonna do an overhead press thing instead. But it's like the whole point about powerlifting, like, so a deadlift is, for the most part, not excluding behind the back deadlift and Jefferson's for some people, is the way you can get the most weight off the ground in a hinge, an actual hinge. A normal squat is the way you can squat the most. Like, do a squat motion more than lunge, for example. And the way you can move the most weight in a pressing movement is horizontally. There's a bench. So, like, oh, it's so dumb. Favorite food burgers. Like 5'10", like 170 pounds at the moment, at around 70% body fat. Should I bulk or cut a little bit first? Don't even necessarily need to do either. If you're a beginner, I'm assuming, you probably just put some muscle on right away. GC over Stipe, I'm going to ride with him over Lesnar. Yeah, he's probably getting well during payday. Yes. Pick DC2, called it. How do you build enough mobility to properly squat? Stretch your glutes, your hammies, your hip flexors. Squat a lot. Try and squat every day to some capacity, whether it's just body weight or a goblet or actual back squat, whatever. Start with the front squat if you need to, and goblet squats. Just get up to it. Not that hard. Don't like strength lifting. It's fucking dumb. They just want something different. Seeing Lesnar and him face to face after the fight surprised me. I didn't say Aldo was a bad dude. He just shouldn't be giving advice. In case of a pickup Alex had, he couldn't even get hard. This is documented. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's that documented? That's not surprising, but press is at least standing on your feet. It has what is in common, whereas bench is on your ass. True, but it's also a much smaller portion of the total. So, like, there's like people, like deadlifting 800 pounds who can't overhead press like 225. It's probably not super common, but it's not nearly as close weight wise as the other two lifts. So it's like, it means less basically. Overhead as a competition movement in your training should yield some nice results for strength and body. Oh, I agree. I think overhead press is great. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the best movements you can do, but it's true. D. A guy would squat before every session, whether doing squat, bench, or dead. Yeah. Pretty much, even when, like, now currently I'm squatting every day with like an actual squat, but I do like at least during my warm-up like some bodyweight squats or some goblet squats too. All my clients do that too, some kind of squat every single day. Do you think Alex gets as many women as pretends to? Fuck no, he doesn't get any, obviously. No one who gets laid talks about women like that. Too busy doing things that paid real money. True. Giving Q Farms, it's from an old version of National Hands, I think, or post. Marry Alex? No, I said I'd fuck Alex. He was too busy getting his neck broken on WrestleMania. Oof. Arnold press thoughts. It's fine. My max squat right now, I don't know. I'm hitting just a daily minimum of 405 every day, which is like easy breezy. Super duper easy. Just to get some squatting in, just to maintain some lower, because I haven't really done much lower body stuff since I started the bodybuilding. And even now I'm not doing much, so it's just to do some movement. So just easy 405 every day, which I've done for the past 3 weeks. Like high bar, of course. Like seeing someone do an easy 405 isn't exactly exciting, so I'm not uploading it. Ship in 1 overhead press, Penlay row, squat, and conventional. At least that would be more well-rounded. Penlay row would be really hard to judge. Like how much cheating are you gonna allow? That's the problem with overhead press too. It's hard to judge. females around him and said himself in a Q&A he doesn't follow women on Instagram. He's only following 2 girls, one being his sister. He's probably gay, honestly, which is fine. Yeah, he still don't think he knows. Beat your Kelly Snatch PR someday. I have to work on my hamstring mobility a little bit. Feeling it was an impossible job, yeah. Yeah, JJ just going to hit a horrible back day, middle of night training. Oof. I had to train like at 7 a.m. on Friday, and that was fucking horrible. Can't talk. Not exactly a title, but there's a video of him executing the shooting star press to perfection, and it's one of the most athletic things I've ever seen. That's cool. Maybe Alex in a fight. I mean, yeah, just sit on him. So band pull-up or shoulder warms do you do? I posted a video on my bench things. I do some shoulder dislocates like with a stick, and then just do like a comfortable amount. So like, right before it starts burning, a bunch of band pull-up bars, usually like 3 or 4 of each. So like 8 to 10 of those, and then whatever number gets me burning a little bit. Yeah, about three sets of each. Green said he legitimately thought he was dead. He looked dead. So what about it? Fuck that. Take squats out and put in Jefferson block pulls. Boom. Gotta test this trap strength, bro. Dude, that used to be insane, but then Chris Benoit murder, suicide, family. True. Now, Eric gets tested like a bunch of times every week now because they're trying to change their image a lot. Iron Sheik. Oh shit, he's on there. Favorite snack? Beef jerky. Why did my hands have been numb for hours after I stretched? That's not good. Used to be 15 hours. Wrestlers get concussed, like WWE wrestlers. One of the guys I train now, he used to be like a semi-pro wrestler, and he never talked about concussions. He was saying he'd be like bruised like nonstop though, and like your body definitely takes a beating. I'm sure he had a concussion. I can ask him. But yeah, he's like a semi-pro wrestler for quite some time. He was a beast back in the day. All those dudes in like the 80s or the 90s. I should have good trap genetics, but I don't want to look too narrow since my shoulders need more time to catch up. You always want one you can't have. True. Dumbbell RDLs and versus barbell RDLs. I mean, you can load up a barbell a lot easier. The lockout's slightly different because you can keep the weight closer to you. So you're better off doing barbell. I think is the most boring popular sport. Soccer. Fuck soccer. What's your 1 rep max leg extension? I don't know, I max out the machine we have pretty fucking easily here, and it's like 350 pounds or 370 or some shit. It's machine though, so that doesn't mean anything, but Denver is by science. Are you still friends with him? Who? Eric? Yeah. Workhouse amateur wrestler and Iranian Royal Guard. Really? Huh. I wouldn't even do it. It's too dumb. That wouldn't even be worth it. Raise his skull, slam people from the top ropes. True. How tough a chick's into you? She'll make it known. What's your favorite popular sport? I think overall, probably basketball is my favorite, even though the NBA is in shambles right now. Other than that, football. Real football, not soccer. Bullshit. Do you injure that? I never get injured. I've never been injured in the gym. Although like dicking around, I hit my head once dicking around, but never actually from lifting. I don't get injured. No, I do prehab and I I'm smart about lifting. I know how to listen to my body. My insultingly lagging rear delts. That's my best feature, honestly. I have some big old fucking rear delts. I think it's honest. I don't never really focus on them and do a bunch of rowing though. For starters, what advice do you have? Get good at a few lifts. Rotate your accessories every 3 to 4 weeks. Learn how to program. Read about training a lot. Learn how to program. Learn how to assess your weaknesses. Film yourself. Get good at squatting, especially. Do some single leg work. Build a base. Some vegan diet for health purposes. It'll be good for your body. It's gonna be terrible for your mind, though. Fuck being vegan. Yeah, that sounds awful. Also, I don't think it's actually any healthier to eat meat. We're omnivores. We evolved to be omnivores. And Lesnar had a match against some 130-pound kid who was a one-leg amputee. Who was spiked him on his head. Jesus Christ. Got a tricep strain doing weighted dips this morning. That sucks. Best row for rear delts? Probably, I'm gonna say a landmine like croc row thing. I guess I felt that in my rear delts a lot. Is it hard to touch your body on barbell rows with long arms versus short arms? Yeah, I'd say so. What I think about Tarantino and his films? For the most part, I like him. I'm not really keen on him directing a Star Trek film. Star Trek's very near and dear to my heart, and I don't really want Tarantino to make it like a blood fest. I enjoy his style, though. He's, all of his films have a similar style. At least that style is relatively unique nowadays, especially. I believe in evolution. Fucking other Americans don't, unfortunately. If you have breakfast, I just found out yesterday. I mean, I've been out of the country for like 7 years, but that French Toast Crunch was back, which is like my favorite cereal as a kid. And it wasn't around long. They discontinued it. I found out yesterday it's back, so I had like 3 bowls this morning. It was fucking amazing. Best book recommendations to learn about training and programming. I'd say some of Jim Wendler's books are interesting, especially if you're going to run 531, obviously. Find some sciencey books, not necessarily a book, but read like Greg Knuckles' stuff. Strong by Science. Reading West Side stuff is interesting. Some of the reasoning behind stuff, so like reading about the conjugate method and whatnot. Recommendations. Freaky D, what's that book you recommend? I can't remember thinking of the name right now. I recommended it a couple live streams ago to go into. What did you eat to gain weight? I'm 195.63, and I'm not constantly trying to ingest something I evaporate. Peanut butter. What's up, Cup Destiny? Peanut butter, chicken patties, milk. There you go, man. Don't bring fists together. My dad wants to get stronger, but he doesn't want to do barbell lifts because they're restricted. I'm gonna convince him they're into the best. What does he mean by restricted? That means even. Show him a bunch of videos of like strong ass people. Do I like Phil? I personally like Phil. I think he means well. Probably shouldn't be giving lifting advice. He used to message me a lot. I message him too. He's always very kind. He's cordial. I like him as a person. I wish he wasn't associated with Alex. I think if he wasn't associated with Alex and others, that he would be a lot better off. Maybe not now, but in the long term, I think he's a good person. That's what I gotta say on Phil, I guess. what I do for rear delts. Nothing really, never really isolate them or anything. I just row. T-Nation used to have, I mean, this stuff randomly, but these have some really good ones. Iron Man semis. That's sweet. Seems, yeah, it's too bad I don't trust all those random books. Seems scammy. 1020 Life, thank you. That's the name. I can never remember the name of that for some reason. It's had 15 exercises in one day, go figure. Yeah. Not the best program. Justin doesn't know how to program if you jam everything into one day. Routine in the gym, benching once a week, pin pressing once a week, overhead pressing once a week, doing back work twice a week, squatting every day. Because it's limited ROM, not like a dumbbell, which you can move any direction to space. Barbells will make you stiff and hurt your joints. I mean, that's not true. Honestly, just find as much science you can and show it to them, and find a bunch of. You can show me. I don't have any joint pain or anything. 11-page ebook. But again, I think a lot of that's from influence from Alex and his business partner for Phil. I've been told that Phil's partner, I don't know if he got kicked out or left, but they're not together anymore, which is good for Phil, I think. A dumbbell bar gains with squats, just a fluff and pump exercise? Not at all. Yeah, you can try and link it here, man. This is exercise selection instead of telling us viewers how to manage those exercises over weeks, months for proper training. I agree with that assessment. But it gets more views to be like, this is the best exercise in the world for your back, than to be like, hey, this is how you should properly program. So, best thing to avoid back injuries aside from always using good form, working mobility, stability, hitting single leg stuff for sure, keeping your hamstrings healthy. Mobility is gonna be a big part of it though. Listening to your body. I'm every exercise possible into 20 sets of 20 with each 2 days a week. So up to here, evening JJ, how is your Wim Hof method coming along, and what are your thoughts on pen lay rows over bend over rows for the novice? So we're not for rows. I'll say bend over rows you should probably be learning first. It's easier to do them with proper technique, and you can usually move more weight, and you get more hypertrophy typically from them, most likely. For Wim Hof, going well. It's taking a slight backseat to the training I'm beginning from my friend who's a free diver. Still doing most of the Wim Hof stuff, but some days I'm not doing the breath holding because I'm doing breath holding for the actual like training stuff. So it's been going well though. I think I was saying earlier, I think it's super relaxing and it's worth trying at least for most people. Yeah. So because of training or genetics. If I tell him this guy on YouTube doesn't feel joint pain, he's gonna call me an idiot. That's true. I mean, your dad's pretty smart for saying that actually. But I mean, just find as much science as you can. Honestly, find studies that talk about joint health and lifting, stuff like that. And you can still tell them like you don't have to only use barbells. You can use both. Like you don't have to use one or the other. Plus, on double underhand supinated grip for conventional deadlift. That's not very smart. There was a powerlifter in the 70s, can't remember his name, I tell a story a lot. Him and his brother lived in like rural Montana or some shit state. I don't know where he was, but don't fucking nowhere. And they got a weight set, didn't know how to use it, so they just assumed everything should be done supinated for some reason. So they'd reverse grip bench, they'd hold the bar when they're squatting like this, and they'd deadlift like that too, and he was quite successful back in the day. Ricky Morton, really? We have a mutual friend who threw a Halloween party. There's himself. His wife is dressed as Robert Gibson. The whole time he's snorting powder. That's fucking awesome. How did not strong enough behind the back 880? He's strong as fuck. And he's got a good conventional. Meadows row versus one-arm T-bar row. I think Meadows has more ROM and it's a better gauge of long-term row strength. Yeah, I'd say Meadows row is better. Those do make you stiff, just like how sledging and flexible Olympic weightlifters are, right? Yeah, that's a good one. Show them Olympic weightlifters. There you go. Gotta teach that most joint pain is caused by imbalances, like knee pain caused by weak hamstrings. Yeah. It's a trauma to a specific joint. Yeah, it's usually trauma from a bad technique or like something, or like you said, imbalances. Very true. Good point. What Champ's calling now? Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. I'll always be thankful for Alex for showing me his direct neck training, even with all the other shit or BS. It seriously changed the way I like for the better by so much. Yeah, good. Shoulder pain is caused by weak urine. India's on a squat program. You have your clients run to increase their numbers. It's going every day to a daily minimum, but I was wondering if you run any specific programs for it. Really depends on the client, where they're at, their history, where they are currently. I have some clients squat every day. Not all of them. They're all squatting at least twice a week minimum. You got to be squatting twice a week. Usually 3. But yeah, to some capacity. I'm not saying they're like focusing on squat every day, but yeah. I'm doing ice baths as well. I don't have, I do have a bathtub, but I have no ice bath. I do cold showers every day though. Shit. Sorry. Do a lot of single leg work for squats too. I remember Elliot Hulse and his corrective deadlifts done complete supine. I didn't remember watching that actually. For a technique thing, maybe it's useful, but I think there are better ways to teach it. Anyway, then people commenting on genetics and bodybuilding and powerlifting when both are niches. Fuck sports, so it's impossible to actually call. Yeah, I hate that. People are like, look, I got up to a 405 bench and my genetics are bad. Like, how do you know your genetics are bad? Like, did some fucking scientists go and like look at your genetics, like, oh, those are pretty fucking bad, man. I'm impressed you got to 405. I fucking hate that. And people like self-analyze themselves, try to make themselves sound better. Alex does it all the time. Kind of missed when Elliot Hulse wasn't batshit insane. He's doing 1 to 2 reps per set. One's optimal, honestly. And the guy was doing the stack bench thing. I've seen that. He was pressing the bar against the bottom side of the hooks as hard as he could. Westside's done that. I've seen Westside people try and like emulate that. Chelsea seems pretty strong for a lady. How many years has she been training, and have you had any female clients make the same progress? I have a couple of, I have a couple now too, but especially Norway had who were about her strength, like pound for pound wise at least. I think she started with Olympic weightlifting. She's not actually a powerlifter, but she's been doing some powerlifting training recently. So pretty cool. I'm not sure how many years, maybe 3 years, maybe max. She's been lifting. Is Alex stronger than you pound for pound? He did it in bench, yeah. Obviously. Always wonder what for now. Always wonder what kind of dangerous fuckery were you doing in your profile picture. Oh, that's the Inman mile. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it soon, actually, this summer, before it gets too cold. You attempt to walk a mile with a barbell on your back that weighs as much as you do, so body weight. You try to do it without putting it down. No one's ever successfully done it, and the farthest anyone's gone is like 500 meters. But so fucking hard, so much harder than it sounds. Do you think strength standards are dumb, or do you use them with all your clients? Yeah, they're pretty dumb. Do LSATs tighten up hip flexors? They can if you're doing them wrong. Most people do them wrong, so I heard Wim Hof can run a marathon in the Arctic, then rack pull 2,000 pounds, followed by 300 pounds skill swing. And all that's down the world with his body heat. I believe it. Would you win in a fight with Omar Blaha? Yeah, I mean, I'm larger. I mean, Blaha's kind of overweight. No, super overweight. He's in okay shape. Much taller and heavier than Omar, so just sit on him like I would said earlier to Alex. And Blaha, he's old and probably slow. I didn't see his question. You ever seen it? That's a really cringy shower video about cold showers back in the day. Not surprising. What would you do for a client trying to reach a 315 squat? Any set and rep schemes to follow to increase? Again, it depends on their history and stuff, and where they're starting out too. Often I'll have a lot of people start with like 3 sets of 3 with squats, but it really depends. Suppose I was small when I started, so my genetics must be bad, but genetics for innate muscle mass and genetics for response to training aren't necessarily related. Yeah. Like I was 140 pounds 10 years ago when I graduated high school. I was a super skinny cross-country runner. So, oh shit, I gotta go, guys. Alright, I'm gonna answer the questions I see, and then I gotta go. Fuck, I gotta sneeze. I broke my nose when I was in 8th grade, and I fixed it myself, so my nostrils doesn't work. So, when I sneeze, it's very painful. So I try to sneeze. Don't fix your nose yourself if you break it. But a few thousand are actually even trying to accomplish anything in strength and conditioning and possibly determine outliers with that sample size, for sure. I always thought your best potential is at ollie lifting. You seem to be really efficient at barbell complexes. Honestly, that's probably what I should do. I should find a coach. I don't think there are any good ones in Madison that I know of, at least. And it's about complex they seem to be better at than a full lift, which is, again, it's probably from the coaching that I'm lacking and just kind of winging it myself. The knee wraps can be useful. Cliche about American healthcare, fixing it myself. Not the only bone I fixed myself. I broke my pinky toe twice and fixed that myself too. I haven't broken any big bones because I drink a lot of milk, but. Alright, Eddie Hall was a skinny swimmer before he got into strongman. Yeah. I have the worst insertion genetics you've ever seen. Thanks. But offering online coaching, I do. It's on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/JarenStrength. And if you want to message me about it, you can message me on Instagram at runsonmilk. And I'll respond to your questions about it if you're wondering what it would entail and whatnot. But yeah. So, I coach a few people online. And then insert their muscle genetics. Would offer Alan free coaching. Yep, I'd offer Alan free coaching and MindWire. Alex has a stronger weighted pull-up. So weighted pull-ups are a fucking terrible judge of upper body strength because unless you're including like total weight, it's not a very good like way to determine, but anyway. Trying upper body in the years. Pressing for sure. In the bench, obviously I overhead press way more than him because he had to fake 225, but yeah, he's got a strong body. Alan's coach is a beast. He's a strong dude. Dad's from Dayland, but does not have your strength. What do I do? Gotta drink more milk, bro. More milk. And on that note, I gotta fucking go. I'll see y'all. Love ya. Enjoy the rest of your night or day, whatever time zone you're in. Fucking me. My fingers are too fat for this shit.